so much, Danny, and good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brian Norris, the operations coordinator and narrator for Team Oracle, featuring the man considered by many to be the top solo aerobatic performer in North America today. From right here in Salinas, California, and flying that very smart, bright red, custom-built biplane, which we call Oracle Challenger 3. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome none other than Mr. Sean Tucker. Sean's airborne routine considers to be a nice, easy, early morning warm-up flight. Sean feels that to fly early in the morning is what he needs to do in order to give you the best performance possible when he returns back on stage today at 1:25. And believe it or not, this is actually Sean's flight today. Right after our morning pilot's briefing, Sean climbed into the Oracle Challenger. He took off from the Salinas airport and flew to an area approximately 10 to 12 miles southeast of here because the aerobatic waiver over the airport had not yet gone into effect. Once out there, he flew for about 20 minutes to get himself ready for this afternoon's show, and then the air boss here at the air show was able to organize this next 10-minute window of warm-up or rehearsal time. So Sean is taking full advantage of that, again, to get you ready for the show this afternoon. This aircraft that you see so far is known as the Oracle Challenger 3. It was custom-built specifically for Sean by our team over a period of 16 months right here at the Salinas Airport. Sean used to fly a very highly modified version of an aircraft known as the Pitts S2X. Every single year, we would try to modify that aircraft so that it could keep up as his skills continue to increase. We finally reached the limit of that aircraft. It did not matter what we did to it, it just could not give Sean the performance that he needed. The only other option at that time was to start with a clean sheet of paper and then design and build this aircraft. We have very talented individuals together in the aerobatic industry who came up with the concept for this aircraft. They started the initial construction, and then as I mentioned, it was completed right here in Salinas in 2010. This is actually the 4th season that this aircraft has flown, and already it has been completely rebuilt 3 times. At the end of every single air show season, this aircraft is returned here to its home base in Salinas, completely dismantled, and then ready for the next season. This aircraft weighs in at barely 1,200 pounds, and it's powered by almost 400 horsepower, making it without question the most high-performance aerobatic biplane in the world today. Once we conclude the 2013 air show season in Fort Worth, Texas, this aircraft will be flown right back here to our hangar in Salinas, and we will immediately begin the dismantling process. This aircraft will be completely taken apart in only about 7 hours. In that time, once that happens, the wings and the tail surfaces are going to make their way down to King City, California, where Sean owns and operates the Tutima Academy of Aviation Safety. Once down there, all of the fabric covering will be removed. The structure will be inspected, and then very slowly the recovering and repainting process.
Wait a minute.
The fuselage will initially remain right here in our hangar in Salinas. It will also be completely uncovered. The propeller will be sent back to Ohio to be completely rebuilt by the manufacturer. The engine will be removed and sent to Visalia, California, where it will be completely overhauled by our engine shop. All the sheet metal will be stripped and repainted. Every piece of hardware on this aircraft will be replaced. After extensive inspection, the aircraft will slowly be built to get put back together. This process will begin towards the end of October, the 1st of November, and our goal is to 2014 on February 15th. Once that flight happens, Sean will spend the next 3 to 4 days making test flights, coming back, getting us feedback on it, and we will make whatever necessary adjustments are required to make the airplane fly in the way that Sean wants it. He will get the engine broken in and then start 4 to 5 times a day. Initially up high, slowly working his way back down to airshow altitude. Initially at low G, ultimately working his way up to the +9 and the -7 Gs that you see him pulling today. For about 3 weeks, he will make 4 to 5 flights a day, and only then will he himself and the aircraft be ready to hit the road for the 2014 airshow season. Right now, this afternoon. It's called the Triple Ribbon Cut. We're going to get 12 brave volunteers. We're going to send them out on to the Category 3 show line with 3 sets. Each one of those, or each set of those poles will be a ribbon. Those ribbons are only 20 feet above the ground, and they are only going to be spaced 700 feet apart. Sean is going to first fly underneath those ribbons to verify that the show line is obstruction-free. Because keep in mind, he is going to be getting as low as 5 feet above the ground at over 220 miles an hour as he performs that maneuver. Once he is satisfied that everything is safe, he is going to return and make one single attempt at slicing all 3 of those ribbons in one single pass in 3 separate flight attitudes. It's called the Triple Ribbon Cut, and Sean is the only performer in the world today to dare attempt it. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes Sean's morning warm-up flight. So put your hands together for the hometown favorite, Mr. Sean Tucker, flying the one-of-a-kind Oracle Challenger 3. And keep in mind, Sean is going to be back on stage this afternoon to give you his full routine at approximately 1:25. So now, let's turn things back over to your master of ceremonies, Mr. Hollywood himself, Danny Clisham.
Thank you, and a big round of applause for Brian Norris providing the narration. He too will be back at that time slot of 1:25 to provide you with a full routine of Sean Tucker in Sean's Homecoming Show.